Welcome back to the Dragon's Concord. We're doing our actual play again. My name is Ron, your storyteller.
Hi, Ron.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hi, everybody. You did get the spit take. Almost did, but you didn't.
We're about to jump back into the investigation again, but let's get a recap from one of our handy investigators here.
Real quick, what's the name of the archmage we were?
Jardin.
Jardin. Yeah.
Jardin.
I just blanked.
Mm-hmm. Rat Bastard, I think was the other name.
Rat bastard.
Yeah.
Rat Fuck.
Rat Fuck.
That was it.
Rat fuck.
Okay, so we were investigating after the unfortunate ritual incident. We were tossing the place and found more of a profane relic and more signs of foul magic. After burning place lays the ground for the greater good, we found it linked back to this Professor Jardin, and we went to the wellspring in order to have us a conversation. I was informed I was not allowed to break his kneecaps. After going to the wellspring, we distracted his well-meaning assistant and looted the place of all correspondence, pointing to some sort of link between him, Dr. Kazumina, and a tripartite god. I got to yell about racial justice a lot.
That's very true.
Also, we had an HR mediation.
All right. Sounds good. So, at the very end, you guys decided to split up. Elohim was going to head back to the office, maybe perhaps to peruse the documents he had pilfered from the office. The rest of you
Acquired.
Yes, acquired.
Robbed.
100% robbed.
He asked if he could take documents, and she said yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is not an admission of guilt. This is an admission that I'm a fucking G.
I see no problem with any of this.
With some magical trickery.
All right, and then the rest of you were going to head over to the spell scroll store, I believe.
Yep.
Is that correct? Scrimp, you going to go spell scrolls?
Yeah.
Spell scrolls? Okay, just checking. All right. So, let's start with those of you heading to the store. You find it's not a very long jaunt. You're able to get there within 5 minutes. There's a row of stores on campus that serve as, there's cafes, there's restaurants, there's magical item shops, and then there's one that specializes in scrolls. You walk inside, it's just rows, and it's very small, just rows and rows and rows of cabinets that have little cubbies about this big, 1 inch by 1 inch sort of things that are just filled with scrolls, all along all 4 walls. Then there's a desk.
Communicating telepathically.
What's that?
Are you still communicating telepathically?
Yeah, you worked 6 hours.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I have a powerful need.
I have a need that only arson can satisfy. I got a fever.
The only cure is more arson.
You hear that
Johnny Bravo.
tut, sort of like in your head. But then
You knew what you were getting into.
she goes, you just hear it's never exact words, but you just get this feeling of, but I'm trying to push you in this direction, kind of thing.
Stop being a pyro.
There is a countertop and a man standing behind the countertop with apparently the more dangerous scrolls will probably be behind him in the back area. But you look around and there's just
very burnable man.
Scrolls full of cantrips, first level, second level spells all around you guys on the outer edges. You walk in and goes, may I help you? This is really a store for students only. Usually.
Have I talked about racial profiling lately?
It's not a matter of profiling races. It's a matter of security. We had a recent break-in in which very powerful scrolls were taken, and we just want to make sure that the scrolls are being used for us college purposes.
It's dreadful. Anyway.
Yes.
Yes, very sad.
But if you have a reason for your spell scroll use, I can see about making an exception.
Well, I'm an intern here.
Oh,
I work here.
Oh, yes, of course.
I'm
That falls under common use, so yes, of course. What kind of spell scrolls are you looking for?
Speak with dead, if possible.
Speak with dead. No, necromancy. Interesting. Your internships with the Doomkeep, I take it.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, in that case, it should be just a
Does that
matter
thunder
of...
always happen?
I'm sorry?
Does that thundercrack always happen?
Oh, yes, it's something that's it's a minor enchantment in all the buildings. I don't know why they'd installed it, but it's something about, I think the college theater department was trying to be dramatic.
I appreciate that.
Those fucking theater kids. Just a bunch of thaumaturges outside. Like, God damn it! The theater kids strike a job.
Fantastic.
Anyway, right over here. This is our necromancy section. He's speaks as let's see, R.S. Yeah, right here. Speak with dead. Yes. He pulls a scroll out, and it's in a nice little crafted bone case that he opens up, and there's a scroll inside with tied with a
Wonderfully
ribbon.
morbid.
And he hands it to you.
Thank you.
Yes. That would simply be 50 gold pieces for this.
You can build it to the
For-
Doomkeep.
For an unrelated reason, do you have a shovel and like a hacksaw?
No, hardware is down the row a ways.
I like he just doesn't question that.
Not my business. There's necromancy students always doing strange experiments. I don't know. But yes, is the goal, you said charge whom? I'm sorry?
You can charge to the school.
Make a persuasion check.
All right.
It's not top.
23.
23. Yes, of course. And who's your supervisor?
It is... Am I reporting directly to the warden?
Yeah. Oh, the warden of
Warden.
the sanatorium. Yes,
Yes.
of course. Oh, very well. All right. I know the right codes to charge for that. Yes, of course.
Fantastic.
Yes. All right. Anything else I can do for you, gents?
You had mentioned scrolls being stolen?
Oh, yes. Two very powerful transmutation scrolls.
Oh my.
I was, no, they were not for sale, but somehow they managed to know that they were in our safe and managed to get in and break in and take them, unfortunately.
Would you mind if we took a look at that?
I believe it's a security procedure. I can't let you in, unfortunately, unless you have a reason to go in.
Persuasion of 19? Math. That's right. 21.
21.
Precision 21.
We're also doing this as a segment of our investigations into the disappearances at the Doomkeep. So this is actually school business.
We want to make sure it's not connected in any way.
You're investigators.
Indeed.
I see. And that's your official capacity with the warden?
Yes.
He was tasked to help the investigation out, yes.
All right. Well, I suppose it could
I'm
hurt
an
for you to have a
intern.
little look. What? Follow me. And he kind of waves you into the back room where there's a little curtain that separates the two rooms.
I close the curtain.
Yeah.
In your heads, no mugging. No mugging. Question first.
Yeah.
Please, no mugging.
I'm hearing like whispers. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
So, inside, he goes, I know it appears to be just a little ramshackle shop that could be easily stolen from. But I assure you, the wards
Oh,
are
I
quite
assure you
secure.
we can.
And as you walk in, you see that he's got this, there's sigils written all over like the edge of the floor, wall, ceiling, kind of like creating a barrier. And there's a shimmering blue barrier that cuts off like where you guys are standing, and like then there's this big safe in the back. He says, somehow he managed to get through my ward and open the safe, which also had an arcane ward on it. Must have been a very powerful wizard to get through that. I don't know how he managed it.
I have no idea where you could find a very powerful wizard in this city.
I know,
Great mysteries.
Well, the truth is that if a wizard wants to do mischief, he can find a way to do it, generally. I did my best to secure the scrolls as asked, and unfortunately someone still got in and taken them. And of course, I don't know if you heard about poor Master Jardin, but he was the one who entrusted these scrolls to me, and now he's dead. And so
He's dead?
I do suspect that all this foul play intermingles in some way. I hope you are able to track down the source of it all.
Where were you the night that Professor
Me?
Jardin was?
I was here at the store. I believe I can corroborate that with my my assistant who was there with me at that night.
Good. Does anyone else know how to bypass these wards or what have you?
My assistant, And, I mean, as I said, any powerful mage with enough skill could get past them. I would like to profess my skills as being very powerful indeed, but there is always someone who, while the wards are quite secure, there are ways to get past them if you have enough magic. So it's a matter of, I think, the strange thing is, Jordan was asking me to hide these scrolls, not because my shop is extra secure. It is quite secure. But I think he was trying to misdirect no one would know that he had asked me to put them in my safe, and somehow someone still did. So that's the strange thing.
Does your assistant get along with you?
So as I know, I do work him hard, but I tell him the rewards will be great one day when he takes over the shop.
What is his name?
His name is Matthias.
Does Matthias have any outstanding debts?
Not that I know of. All students are supposed to be in good standing with the university financially.
I don't see a lot of free paper around here. What kind of charms prevent this place burning down?
The papers are fine vellum. Actually, it's very hard to burn. They are expensive papers and very expensive inks.
You're definitely noise inside your
He kind of goes into he starts launching into a diatribe of the crafting of scrolls and.
I'm good.
I know, but he doesn't shut up. He just keeps
There's
going.
just like a passive ringing noise. Like,
After I heard non-flammable, I just tuned it out.
Yep.
Is he, Matthias, is he one of these young wizards that likes to go out in like the red lamp?
I believe a lot of our wizards do follow the mantra of work hard, play hard, yes. I think Matthias does go out with a crew every so often to tie one on, as it were, but I did so as well in my younger days, so I can't fault him for that. Although I do hear it's getting more and more dangerous, Scott. I would admonish any of my students to be careful and
Have any of
stay
the
sober.
students been victims of these beheadings?
I do believe so. I believe at least one was a student of the college. Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, we thank you for your cooperations. Gaius, do you have anything else you want to ask this individual?
You have no records of who came into your shop or when it happened or anything along those lines?
I lock up my shop at night. We leave it unattended, unfortunately, as I can only do so much. And he came in the middle of the night and pilfered the scrolls.
And
He was a half-orc, very different-looking fellow, I believe. There was an eyewitness who saw him enter the shop at night.
There was an eyewitness.
Yes.
And where's this eyewitness now?
She's another student of the college. I don't know where she is located. I'm honestly not sure. I think her name was Petula or something like that. But I don't know much about her, to be honest. Just another student.
We can look into that. I would like to know how he got in. He didn't seem to be powerful enough to necessarily just punch his way through the wards, so I'm assuming he had outside help.
Yes, I think it was a matter of used a. They think you'd have to talk to the investigators. They came through and picked up most of the evidence. I do believe it was a very powerful scroll of dispelling that was able to get through the wards.
And who's leading this investigation?
I didn't catch the name, unfortunately. Someone at the Office of College Investigations.
Internal investigation.
Yes, of course.
So they're going to try and keep things quiet so the word doesn't get out about the lack of security.
I would hope so. People would feel... to be honest, I'm probably going to stop the habit of accepting very powerful scrolls and keeping them. I am going to simply stick with the scrolls that are used for common use in everyday laboratory studies from here on out.
Where would someone get a high-level dispel magic spell?
Perhaps from the School of Abjuration, I suppose.
We're talking about Professor Denham?
I do believe, yes, Denham is a member of that college, yes.
Good to know. Thank you.
Yes.
Plus, if anyone's going to understand how to get through a ward, it's going to be the Abjurers.
Right. All right.
Anything else I can help you, gentlemen, with? I have nothing to hide here. I am very disappointed that my store was the target of a break-in, but I am doing everything I can to cooperate with the investigations, of course.
I believe that if you have any idea anything that could help us with our investigation, I'm happy to take any scrolls off your hands and take care of that for you if you have any ideas, but...
Make a persuasion check, I guess.
Sure. 23.
23. Thinks to himself.
If
If you're truly interested in investigating, I suppose, for example, say you wanted to find this Petula lass, you might find this helpful. And he reaches over to divination section of the scrolls back in the first room, pulls down a case, hands it to you. This is a locate person scroll. Use that and you should be able to locate folk that you know the name of or you are familiar with pretty easily. If she's here on the campus, she should be found.
Well, much appreciated.
I'll bill that to the warden as well.
Of course.
Okay. And what was your name?
Gaius Gnaeus Quintius Aurelius.
Yes, Gaius Quintius Aurelius. He seems to... He's the first one who's gotten it like instantly right somehow.
Oh, good. Anything else that you fine gentlemen have?
No, I think I got everything I need.
Do you have any evocation spells?
Evocations are a little more of a finicky manner. I do give out, from occasion, like a ray of frost as something I will allow to...
Fireball?
be used. No, we do not give out or sell fireballs.
Scorching Ray.
Scorching Ray is also on the banned list. Evocation spells are so harmful that they are not passed out. They are disseminated by the professors themselves.
That is a shame, but understandable shame.
But you got necromancy spells?
Speak with dead is mostly innocuous.
And I believe I'm done here.
Well, let's go.
Let's cut over to Elhan.
Perfect timing.
All right, Elhan, you walk through the door from the downstairs portion of the office before you get up to your office itself. And as you walk through the door, you're hit with this burst of color. You just see color. You see this red blast in your face, and suddenly dye is all over the front of your shirt. You look around. The damn halflings are they have created they have these little balloon sacks full of dye, and they're flinging them around with slings at each other. The place is just covered in blue, red, green dyes, and they see that they hit you in the front door, and they're like, "What?
Fuck did you walk into?
I'm so sorry. We were having a dye war."
A dye war.
A dye war.
That's what you get when you pay for a whimsical place.
How dare you have such whimsy?
The halflings tried to smoke me with a dye bag.
You whimsy!
Just completely caught off guard.
Yeah.
Like a solid 2 seconds of just processing, looking around.
We're so sorry. Just we'll pay for the. We'll get you a new shirt. We'll make you a new shirt. We'll tailor it. What color would you like it to be?
I looked at. Is the box? I had the box closed. Are any of the documents?
No, the
inside?
documents are fine. It's just you got hit right in the chest. Basically, you were kind of carrying them under one arm.
I see this.
Yeah.
Put the box down. Is there any dye bags near me?
Yes. They all start pelting you.
Yeah.
Now.
Spend 30 minutes just having fun.
You cast catapult.
Dead.
Fucking die.
It's just launched out the one of the windows.
But after your fun time, things kind of they die down with the dice, and you head up to the.
Find that now.
Head up to your office and change into some clean clothes.
I tried to scrub.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
exactly.
It just gets everywhere.
Good thing you're a red dragonborn and mostly it just blends in.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do you like to do once you get everything sort of settled?
Get settled. I close the door.
Mm-hmm.
I lock it, and I go to the windows and I close the shutters.
Yeah.
Which is
By the way, I don't know if you guys have been back to your office since it's been a couple of days. It looks like that the place has been ransacked quite a bit. Like someone has come in here, shuffled through all your stuff, kicked a few chairs over for good measure,
Lit some small fires.
Yeah,
Pissed in the trash can.
yeah.
Twice. Came back to do it a second time.
I want to look through everything, make sure nothing is stolen.
Okay,
Nothing's
go ahead
taken.
and make a quick perception check.
That's going to be a 21.
21. Looks like he just whoever was in here rifled through stuff. You have a pretty good idea who it was, but yeah, they just were looking for clues and then left.
Okay, I'm going to get things back to at least what I know. Scrib likes his stuff and organize disorganization.
Mm-hmm.
And then, just go full lockdown on the place, close the shutters, which never happens because we're on top of a diary.
Yeah, a diary.
A dye workshop.
Yep.
And it's always hot. And then I'm going to get a clear space in the floor and open the box and just start
Pouring through.
Just pouring through.
Yeah. Okay. You find out a number of things from these documents. First off, Jardan was definitely a member of a group known as the Paragons of the Trimada. Sometimes also referred to as the Paragons of the Trimadon. The difference seems to be, as you root through the documents, that Trimada refers to the organization of the Paragons themselves. The Trimadon seems to be their code word or phrase for whatever their mysterious, godlike entity it is that they believe in. He leaves things vague enough that it doesn't indicate who or what they're...
So the Trimada is the organization, the Trimadon is the god.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You do find records of a lineage that goes back ages. Back to the very foundings of the Collegium. There was one of the very earliest founders of the Collegium Magi was a mage by the name of Gulan Cheth. Gulan Cheth apparently was the first member of the Paragons. He created the organization. Obviously, he was probably recruited by the Trimadon, but he was the one who created the Trimada.
Mm-hmm.
Over the generations, this group has grown larger and larger and larger. They seem to see themselves as sort of like think of them as a version of the Freemasons. They see themselves as a secret organization that brings in the most powerful and most worthy members of the college and other members of the city who might aid them in various ways that they could steer the city toward a prosperous future. They want to guide the city to make it better. They feel like they have the answer, the key to this, because the Trimadon is an all-knowing god whose knowledge is unlimited, his omniscience is all-powerful, and who has all the answers of eternity behind him. You see that written a lot over and over again. Eternity. It's like the Trimadon is one of all eternity, or they'll say things like, eventually all will fall into night, except for the Trimadon, who will go on for eternity. Basically, and he'll never end. He was there at the beginning. He'll be there at the end. Sort of belief, kind of in this being. All right. Other things you find. Make an investigation to see how deep you can go before your friends arrive.
Make a sanity check.
Yeah, I almost feel like I don't want to do 5e sanity checks per se, but I would love for you guys to roleplay a little bit of that. As you go deeper and deeper.
It has gone from like my normal organizational method of like I put things in relating groups to I've started pinning things up on walls and like I've started underlining different phrases and different terminology and wordplay. I think I've probably taken out a piece of paper and written the like definitions of words like eternity and Trimadon. It looks like I am.
You've gone full Pepe Sylvia.
Yeah.
Red string everywhere.
Yes.
So what role am I making?
Investigation.
Gotcha.
Yep.
That's what we like to see. Dirty 20.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a dirty 20. You know that Jardan was a member of this cult. You know that he was a follower of Gulan Cheth, one of the founders of this cult, and he's Jardan in particular seems to be like infatuated with Cheth. He believes he was like he worships him akin to a hero. As though Trimadon is first and foremost, but Gulan Cheth should be worshipped just below,
like
that
a prophet.
sort of thing. Yeah, a prophet, exactly. And then he writes. He finds some interesting writings about his last days. That the Paragons were having him investigate some things. There had been some psychic feedback reported in the North Bend district, and that he was to go investigate and find out what's going on there. Why are those who are psychically talented receiving feedback in their heads as they walk into the North Bend district? So that was one of his last official acts with the Paragons before he died.
We pick up Pock.
Yeah, I'm just going to just wander around the North Bend district, see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And before he was fucking assassinated.
Mm-hmm. So you notice. Let me ask you this: while you're going through, what's your mood or your attitude as you're? How do you stay sane as you read through these documents?
Alcohol?
Yeah,
It is. It is pure obsession. It has become not like a moment of pride, but it is the weapon that Elohim needed to basically pin all of this evil shit to the college, and basically like I got you, you rat fucks. Like this is it. I'm gonna bring you down. And so it is pure. He is not like staying sane. People who would walk in on him see him that he's like just like frothing at the mouth, like, looking at all this research. Every time there's like someone moves by the door, he freezes.
When would it be a good time for me to enter? Just let me know.
Yeah, right about now, I'd say sure. Just as you are like getting the last pin in your mood
So,
board,
like-
you see Elohim frantically, stringing these pieces together on the walls.
Bucket around?
I don't know. You guys have a bucket in your office for any reason?
We have a mop bucket.
There you go. There's a mop bucket.
There's a mop in it.
So just...
We're all wiping.
So I'm
dye
going to
off
take
of our
his head and just immediately dunk it into the bucket. So crazy.
I like slap you.
Again we go.
Get off board!
We can hear all of this in our heads, right?
Investigator's gone crazy.
What is?
I'm performing a cognitive recalibration. It's either this or concussion, your choice.
Get off me is my choice.
Yeah.
We were all on the Oryx, and all of a sudden, all this info started spilling into our brains. What are you doing back here?
Yeah.
Man, I'm not drunk enough for that. Well,
I hand you just another bottle of booze.
thank you. I appear to be out.
What do we got?
I got these rat fucks. So,
Did your
I got them.
testicles descend again?
No. I figured it out.
Dragonborn have those?
Yes.
I do not want to check.
Don't look. Anyways, you're not allowed.
I'm going to have to check the player's handbook. I know they don't have tails.
This organization, the Paragons of Trimadon. They're a brotherhood, an organization compiled together of a bunch of different individuals that they worship a deity, a god called the Trimadon. It is a god that has existed since the founding of the Collegium, probably beyond the length of the Holy Confederation. It could even be a founding keystone of the Confederation, although I don't really know that.
Trimadon? Bad? Okay. I'm on board.
It's an entity that these individuals worship. The Collegium, they worship. They treat it like a deity. It almost is. It's a part of a cycle of eternity.
Breathe. Carry on.
And down we go.
They The Paragons, they keep a record of lineage. I rip a note off the wall and I hand it to you.
Well, I'm burning all of those, but
No.
continue. This is for your own good.
Of Gulan Cheth, one of is the founding member, the founder of the Paragons of the Trimadon, the Trimeda. They are they view themselves as like this organization that is trying to bring prosperity and trying to bring glory to the city, to these people. They're trying to improve qualities of life, and they're trying to do all this and that and this and that in the way to in a way of worship and to bring about the glory of Trimadon, their deity, their god. And Jardin, he was a member of it. He was actually one of from my research, it seems like he was actually a pretty, not a high-ranking member, but he was prestigious in this association. And they had him investigating psychic feedback within North Bend around the same time that these murders started coming out.
Beheadings.
And suddenly, in a hot robbery, he ends up with a slit throat. You know, one of the most personal ways to kill someone.
Hot robbery sounds much sexier than it actually is.
Robbery. You break into someone's house looking to steal their goods, and you encounter someone. If you kill them, the most common way to do that is something out of quickness. It would have been more common if he was just stabbed or was bludgeoned, bashed over the head, fell, slipped, tripped. A slit throat.
I usually just knock someone out.
A slit throat implies that there was a level of connection between the two. Imagine getting I grab guys and bring you close and just like, imagine if I was here pushing a knife to your throat. That's not something that you do in a fucking robbery.
Are you crazy again?
Yes.
I'm going to detach Gaius from you.
Thank you.
Set you down and just like pat your head.
It was quite close.
You were fine. He's not gonna hurt you.
Yep.
But they're like fucking like an underground organization. They're trying to push Pragus in a way of towards development and enlightenment and prosperity and riches and glory.
And how is this related to our missing mages?
I feel like it's all connected. If these missing mages,
Hand you a ball of red string.
I'll put it in my pocket.
You should just keep that around.
There's this psychic feedback that's happening in North Bend 2 to 3 weeks after or before these disappearances from the Doomkeep happen. The Paragons send Jardine to go off and investigate these psychic feedback, and he ends up dead 2 to 3 weeks ago. I think whatever is causing the psychic feedback might be a proponent of these disappearances, or these disappearances from the tower. It seems like Jardine was trying to, this is just speculation now, but I think that Jardine was trying to push these these people that we've been interviewing, the four stooges who keep getting teleported. They may have the 5.
He's Watchman.
Then 5. I feel like that has something to play with in here. I don't think Marius is a part of this process of trying to get these people into the Paragons, but I definitely feel like there was something at play, and this psychic feedback is strong enough to where it is causing some sort of dysfunction, disunity. It's causing things to happen, maybe. And we know that the killer who is doing all these beheadings is attacking at night specifically, and it is a series of attacks going after drunken people. It sounds like whoever is doing this might be not human.
They're specifically going after people who were drunk.
Vulnerable. Most commonly drunk, because what else do you do in North Bend aside from get shot or get mugged and sleep?
That's where I got to do my muggings. In the past.
I feel like
Do what you wish.
it is strange that Jardine goes off to investigate this psychic feedback and he ends up getting killed in a robbery. I feel like it's connected somehow. He may have learned too much, or maybe he figured out who was doing these killings. I feel like it's strange that these two, now one separate things, are now connected at a lunch point. I feel like if we find out what's going on in North Bend with the psychic feedback and these disturbances, we may find out why our 5 have been.
Where's the last time you slept?
I've
He's
slept.
gotten sleep early, more recently than we have, because he crashed out the night that we went out and took care of Benny.
by
Follow-up
the way,
question. Does this
I
smell
think
like
the rest of
chloroform to
you-
you?
Everybody except Elohim, I think at this point, is suffering from a level of exhaustion at this point.
I feel like I'm suffering from a level of exhaustion just from like the obsession.
Mental fatigue, yeah, exactly. Well, no, let's give it to all of you then. You that's your sanity.
Congratulations, you talked yourself into the whole time.
Talk myself into debuff.
You need a night's rest to process what you've read.
I need to sleep on it.
Yeah.
Do we have locations of where the bodies have been deheaded?
Yes.
I like that term.
It's a good one. Have we charted where they are on a map?
We can track them on a map, but
Make some kind of symbol.
At least a radius? A general area?
I know where someone would have something like that.
I need a rest.
Yeah, we all need a rest.
Let's go.
I'm crashing here for the night if it's fine with you.
Okay, you're gonna have some. Looking in our like 8 by
Mark II is like
5 office.
I'll find my own logics.
We can go to Phineas's.
Would you like something better?
I mean, I trust Finny.
Then Phineas
It's
it
like,
is.
like, as you were saying, like, do you want something better? Scrimp is like pulling out the drawer. Better would be good.
We can. I trust Finny to.
You make me sad.
Did you move my junk pile?
No, someone came in here and rifled through our stuff.
Jonathan!
It was the investigator. He admitted it.
Rat.
He didn't find anything.
Yeah, I noticed. He did a very shit job investigating.
I'm not surprised.
Let's go. Let's get some rest.
Let's get a good meal. Let's get a hot meal.
Let's go to his parents' house.
Oh,
Heard is good.
I do need to check on.
Watch him overnight.
On Snark. Yeah, maybe I will stay over the night at my mom and pop's. But you guys can come over for dinner. That's fine.
Lovely. I'd love to spend the night. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Their beds have got to be
Tomorrow morning,
I mean, tiny for
you.
you. Yeah.
we are due for a rendezvous with Lady Ascari at some point, but
Oh yeah, she wants to be kept up to date. I thought she wanted us to just keep Marius
Do we
up
trust
to
this Lady Ascari? I don't know her.
she is the one who contracted us to find out about these disappearances.
Doesn't mean we trust her.
I think
She's paying us very well.
I think she
Not
just.
paying me.
I'll pay you.
Yeah,
Suddenly
yeah.
you
I
have
mean,
my
if this
loyalty.
stuff works out, maybe you should stick along. With
Sorry
our
about the
company.
mop incidents.
Yeah. So maybe we go to.
We can go to your parents'
Go to
house.
parents. I guess get dinner. You guys can go crash at Finn's, and then we'll meet up in the morning and meet with Lady Ascari, and then. I don't. Do we need to make our way over to Which Way, and then maybe talk to the enchantment people there to see if they know anything about something that could take over people's brains for a night? We can make them go drinking. Why would they go drinking?
That's what I do.
I don't think it is that they're going drinking, because they were.
You think that that's just all in
Well, remember your brother.
He doesn't. Yeah, he's not drunk when he comes out of it. So what were they actually doing?
That's something to find out. But we can go to the enchantment people. I want to speak to someone who knows about divination to see if we can find out of any psionic presences. See if we can discern that.
I want to go to sleep.
Yes, we can go to sleep.
And if
Sleep
you
first.
guys distract Jothic, I'll just go in his office. I'll grab the maps we need.
How hard do you want him distracted?
I can.
I dislike this man a lot.
He deserves to be distracted pretty
Well,
hard.
he wants us to keep him up to date. I can keep him up to date.
You have the red string.
I do have the red string.
Show him those documents that made you go cuckoo banana pants for a sec.
Yeah, maybe he'll shit himself.
Maybe.
See what real work looks
If
like.
you want him to shit himself, I could do that.
I'd rather shit himself of his own bowel movement.
Rather than punching his
Yeah,
lower
rather than-
intestines over and over again.
Anyhow.
We'll just go over to my parents' house.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys head over to Scrimp's parents.
This is the
house.
first time meeting Scrimp's parents. I'm gonna be sure I'm like properly dressed.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
I put on sleeves for the first time.
Wow. They don't match. They're just
Yeah.
a second pair of shirt. You just slid the sleeves on, just kind of tied them in place.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen your parents.
Mr. and Mrs. McCrapper.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you. We've heard a lot about Scrim's work, friends.
Wonderful.
Nice to see you again, Mama Scrim.
Oh, Elohim, how are you? She gives you a little hug around the mid-quarters, basically.
I lean down.
Yeah.
Give her a
And
hug.
Scrim's father is like, good to see you, Elohim.
Good to see you too, Mr. McCrapper.
Yeah.
It's like, I like. Click
I told you to call me, what's your father's name?
It would probably be like Slump.
I told you to call me Slump.
Of course, though.
Yeah. Come on in.
You get a good
You guys,
bit off of that.
you guys want to? We got a cask of ale we just brought in. You want some?
Sure, I was gonna
Dibs.
order some. I was gonna go in and grab some food in a little while, but
Oh yeah, there's a great Mishdari place just down the way. They just opened up. You should go see about getting some. I'll tell you what. Here's some. He pulls some.
They
silver
serve religious
pieces
persecution, and that's
and
exclusively it.
oversized hand to him and says, "Yeah, just go get as much as you can. We'll have a big buffet style dinner tonight on us. We got to feed your friends too, the halfling, and of course our dear. We got to feed dear Snark as well. So, of course, I don't know if he's ready to eat anymore. Mama's been feeding him all day long. You know,
round.
if you smack him, it'll sound like a
Yeah.
dodgeball.
Sorry, this is for science.
So yeah, you could run down and get a whole just a bag full
I
of
will.
food.
I'll
Basically.
take some out of my
Yeah.
funding to get like actually really nice like
Yeah,
ale and stuff. Have like just like I'll splurge on like a bottle of wine.
nice.
I'm going to give you a spool of silk rope.
Mm-hmm.
Before you go to bed, if you could tie yourself to your brother, in case you fall asleep and he starts to walk off, and you're not just going to wake up to an empty bed.
No, that's good.
You
It's
want to stay down there with your brother? You got that special music playing stuff, right?
music playing stuff.
You're talking about being able to resist enchantments.
Oh, that too. I can also just not sleep.
Well, I mean, you can still sleep, but
No.
okay.
Well, it feels like
That's
the
what
kind
his folks do.
Oh, that's right.
Speaking of, are there any particular skills or tools you want to be available for you tomorrow? You speak with the ancestors, and I can forget things and learn other things.
Probably need some sharp eyes tomorrow.
I'm very good at
Ballista. You're just asking for things? Ballista.
I could actually learn how to operate a ballista. I'm not exaggerating.
I want to be able to hurt people from farther away.
No, I think maybe he's talking about
Yeah, maybe
are
if
there
we-
things that we need as a group.
Yeah, maybe if we pool all of our funding together, we can afford a Mishtari war weapon.
Well, we're attacking we declared war on the mages. That's what we're doing, right? Did I miss
With
the
a
memo?
single ballista, I feel like we might be losing that fight.
Probably.
A single ballista in the favor of my god.
That is true.
One god
So
and
you
a
already
ballista.
got
That sounds like a good
perception down.
I think you're bringing the
you've
vibe down.
convinced
Give you a
people
bottle of
left
wine.
and right about everything that we need to do. Oh, yeah, I don't really know any other. I mean, are you naturally sneaky?
No, but I'm pretending to be.
You can be sneaky.
That's what I've been running with right now.
Yeah, sneaky
it.
would probably be better.
If we're going after this, whatever's creating this psionic feedback, probably going to need to learn how to stick to shadows.
Is knowledge psionics a skill?
No, but I would allow Arcana to sort of encompass that.
I could be proficient in psionics if you want. I can pick a proficiency to shuffle into.
No,
Somewhere in my ancestry.
I would just say let's keep it simple and just say it's part of Arcana. I think. I would say if you want to make, like you say, your character knows a lot about psionics for your as far as like part of your backstory.
No,
that's
no.
fine.
As an astral elf,
Uh-huh.
I can gain a skill proficiency every night.
Yeah.
So you do
So just do Arcana.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you all with understanding how magic actually works?
Don't look at me.
God just hands me things.
I'm pretty solid.
Would you prefer me being sneaky or knowing magic?
Magic. I'm sneaky.
Yeah, I'm
So,
both. So
I taught you well.
yes, sir. So I'm just gonna go check in on Snock, see how
Okay.
he is. I like pull the little book and it's like,
Yeah. Hey, baby brother, how's it going?
Oh Jesus! it looks like Mom.
Yeah, I kind of distended my stomach a little bit. Yeah, it's a. I don't think I can
Free
move.
me.
We're gonna be trying a couple of things tonight to try to see if we can prevent that enchantment from happening again.
Oh, it'd be great if you could do that. I don't know. You know.
Hope you don't mind. And I just started tying his like
Oh, hey, it tickles.
I tied it off. I tied off like at 25 feet to mine, and then at 50 I'll tie it to Mark II.
Okay. Yep. And yeah, he said, I guess this makes sense. I can't be trusted not to go darting off into the night, I guess. So yeah, makes
It's
sense.
not you.
Yeah.
No, it's
Those
absolutely
not.
stinking
No, it's
colleges that can't be trusted to do something to you, to make
Yeah.
you do stuff.
I mean, hey, let me say, I have friends in the college. Not every single mage is a bad mage, but you know, I agree. The system is rotten. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Snark, can I ask you a question?
sure.
When you were talking with some of your professors when you were working on those war wagons,
Yeah.
any of them happened to pass by mentioning of a paragon or a
Paragon. I think, I think Denham used to use that word every once in a while, but he would always just kind of use it like, "Oh, you guys are paragons of the college," you know, like you guys are like paragons of the the mages, paragons of the abjuration tower. You know, he always said it as kind of a substitute for a word for like your heroes or something like that, I guess.
Do you ever say the word Trimadon or Trimada?
I guess he no, but he used to talk about tri means three, right? He used to talk about how important things in threes was. You know, things that three was like things happen in threes, you know,
The
like
cabals are set up in threes.
yeah, that's true. But no, that's up in fours.
Fours.
But you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
it's okay.
Outside quadrants, yeah.
Not everything was threes.
I know math's hard.
Yeah.
But three was an important number. For
That wasn't really
Yeah.
my fault.
Did your professor? Was your professor close with Jardin?
Yeah, he and Jardin, and there was another one that was thick as thieves. I guess College of, it might have been Evocation, I guess. Professor. Well, I guess it would have been old. It might have been Luca's old professor.
What was his name?
Professor Carsus. The funny thing is, he was also he doubled as I don't know if you ever heard of a thing called a Hierophant before, or like someone who specializes in both arcane and divine magic together at the same time. He was sort of famous for that. He was not only a member of the college, but also a priest in the Holy Flame, member of the Acroan Hoplite. Basically, was one of the worshippers of the holy gods that the Imperator leads as gets his divine rule from, basically. So he was sort of a crossover in a way. He had his foot in one place and the other, if you understand my meaning.
Walk in two worlds.
Yes. So we got Carsus, Denham, Jardin. They were known to sort of be just like this, you know.
Thick as thieves.
Mm-hmm.
It's three.
It's three. We'll keep you informed. Once this settles, there's a lot of things we need to tell you about.
Okay, yeah. Maybe better you don't tell me everything, I guess, because if I'm not in my right mind, maybe I go telling someone who doesn't need to know, you know?
It'll get public at one point. But for right now, everything is fine.
All right.
You can trust me on that.
Sure. At
That's
that
good.
point, you hear out in the front area, "Scrimp! Dinner's ready! Come on, bring your friends out here!"
All right, I don't know if you need another dinner, but let's
I'm happy to be around Mom and Pop, so...
Okay.
Roll me.
if you could just, I'm going to start passing you food under the table.
it's just violent Beauregard.
Sustenance.
There was something I was going to go do.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what it was.
All right. Do you want us to come back to you?
I'm asking other people if they remember what it was. Where I was like, okay, we'll do it now, we're going to do it later. Oh, let's go grab the guy tonight. So I wouldn't end up going through that
Marius?
last spell.
Oh, Marius.
Well, Marius is still here, I think, right?
Oh, yeah. He's
He's
crashing
sticking
as well.
with. He's crashing here
It's
as well.
using the last couple spell slots I got.
Luca?
It was to do something. Oh, okay, we'll save that spell for. I was gonna do double charisma.
Oh, we were planning on going to speak to Jardin.
Oh, that's
Then
what it was.
Jardin is dead, so we just investigated his office. Then that was it.
Yeah.
Because we were going to plan on breaking Jardin's knees, but he already had his throat slit.
Might have been it. Okay,
Redundant.
well, either way. Never mind then.
Tomorrow, game plan for tomorrow. In the morning, we could go talk to the evocation or the enchantment
Yeah.
people. We can then from there go and see about. At night, I want to go through North Bend. I know it's risky, but I think it's all coming to a head.
Yeah.
North Bend is the linchpin. It's where all these people keep.
We're going to sleep, though, right?
Yeah, we're going to bed.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you guys have a nice family meal.
It's very
It's
nice.
it really is amazing.
You have a
scram
lovely
house.
home.
I'm sorry.
You have a lovely home.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I built it myself. Really. I mean, we bought the plot of land it was on, but he goes on and on about how he actually built the actual house himself, and
I'll
how
politely listen.
yeah, and that's where Scrimp and Snot got their engineering prowess from me. I put this whole house together myself. I taught them, work ethic, and I taught them how to make plans.
But
and,
not
and-
basic math.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Funny thing, not literate.
Not a word. Can't spell my name.
Readings for nerds. That's what he always said growing up. Readings for
If you
nerds.
learn a fucking word, you're out. And lo and behold, both of my children defy me.
I'll show you to learn your letters.
Goddamn you in English. Don't bring that Mistari language into my home ever again, I swear to God.
But I told them it's okay every once in a while. A few words. No words. This is the Costanzas, man. So great. I never knew I wanted to
So
roleplay
apparently
the
Slub is a
Costanzas.
Pathfinder goblin.
Yeah.
So before we go to bed, I'll let the rest of you guys know. You actually, because you weren't there. So I picked up a pair of scrolls.
Okay.
Paid for by the college. How generous of them. Speak with the dead. So
Okay.
we just ask your dead professor what happened.
We could do that.
And there was a witness to who broke into the scroll shop.
Okay.
And I have a spell to locate that person as well.
That's a very specific spell, but okay.
Well, it's a locate person. We have some information about them, so.
Alright, we can do that.
We could then ask them what they saw and how the man who ended up framing our kind friend here ended up getting his hand on some of the things and deal with it that way.
We also should probably step in to the campus investigators. See what they know,
Many things to do tomorrow.
what they're trying to cover up.
I feel like campus investigators are going to give us a hard wall.
I
Especially.
don't expect I'll have too many problems with them.
I've always had issues talking with them.
Oh, I expect some issues, but I don't expect it being insurmountable.
It's pretty insurmountable.
Will it away.
But
Be
we'll
easier with
see.
the ballista.
Also true.
I suppose it would.
Offer the table, I could learn how to operate a ballista if you all want.
I think for what we got right now is fine.
Maybe if you can learn how to pick a lock.
You assume I don't know already.
I'm actually very good at picking locks, so I have these gloves and
We
everything.
are
so
all
we're good on the
masters.
We're good on the lock picking.
If we ever run into the dreaded 4-lock, we're set.
Just doing it all
Everybody has to turn all at
in
once.
concert.
Thieves, forgery, disguise are ones I have, and calligraphy floats.
Okay,
Gotcha.
so you're good.
Let's see if our friend disappears.
Marius, you're getting tied to us too.
All right. I guess that makes sense. Sure, I understand.
We have been cold turkeying Marius.
Yeah, I understand. He every once in a while he tries to. I don't like you said. They had a cask of ale in the house.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, your mom and pop had to play goalie for it a little bit. No, you're not drinking any of that.
No, Daddy's got to have it.
Do you have
Please.
adhesive?
I need my civil
Or do you have an adhesive? Glue?
Nah, I don't got any of that.
Lick the back of him and stick him to the ceiling.
Freepik! Because all halflings are naturally dormant.
Just, that sovereign glue. Now you're screwed.
I'm gonna sovereign glue your ass to the floor.
Good luck pooping.
Good luck, shit.
That's another T-shirt.
Oh god.
All right, so you guys head to get your sleep tonight. Don't hit the long rest button just yet.
Okay.
But okay.
Love to hear it.
So first off, Grim. So you
If I have one eldritch nightmare because that shit you programmed in my head, I'm breaking your knees.
Oh, my knees.
I'm already so old.
They're already fucked.
As your head hits the pillow tonight and you fall asleep, you begin to look around in your dreams, and sure enough, describe your deity and what she looks like in physical form.
So, imagine her as being like it's like bronze armor. She's like a feminine figure in bronze, but sort of moving bronze armor joins. Like she doesn't have eyes or anything beyond the like bronze faceplate.
Okay.
In one hand, she has a giant cracked bell.
Okay.
It seems to be like part of her.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other, she has this blue flame.
Okay. And she floats down as though from the heavens to meet you in just an astral
What did
realm.
I do? I've been good.
She takes the bell, rings it once, boom, as though, yes, you have been good. Of course. You follow me. She doesn't have to speak words to you. She just merely locks your eyes to those hollow holes in her bronze faceplate.
We really need to get you eyes.
Inside those hollow depths, you see multitudes. You see eternity upon eternity upon eternity. Sorry, I'm using the word eternity again. But thousands upon thousands upon thousands of generations of lives, of souls that she has guided in the past. And she just imparts wisdom straight into your brain. And it although it does not come as speech, she tells you, you're on the right path, my son. You are right where I need you. You have made friends, and that's the most important thing to me.
Aww.
Keep these people close. They will guide you the right way. You
Even
are better with them,
Even the goblin.
especially the
He's
goblin.
been a little shit.
Did you not enjoy your dinner tonight?
That was great.
No, keep at it. You're making me proud. Your impulses could use a little help. I will
working on
guide
it.
you with that. Are you okay with those images you saw earlier today? When you touched the unholy idol?
I didn't think what I've been through much could shake me anymore. I was wrong.
Yes. What's going on? Now I'm going crazy.
You mentioned the artifact.
We're haunted.
What kind of fucking technomancer has it sorcelled us?
No comment.
Yep.
No comment.
Yeah. Just remember when these things, if they haunt you, just come back to me. I will give you strength. Remember the thing you said to the inmate who was seeing things in the corners and the walls of the asylum?
Yes.
Just remember that for yourself as well.
Thank you.
Anytime, my son. And if I am ever strangely silent, no, it's not forever. I will come back to you. And with that, she withdraws back into the heavens. And you fade back into a dreamless sleep. At that point.
I rolled to resist actually learning any wisdom.
Okay. Guys, you also have dreams. I don't know if you have a god to fall back on. Okay, go ahead.
I don't dream.
Yeah.
Elf.
Oh, that's right. You're awake this whole time, aren't you?
Meditation.
I'm sorry,
It's a
you're
dreaming
meditating.
meditation.
It is a dreaming meditation.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So let's say that you just you're having dreams.
I'm
Unfortunately,
gonna pull out the Cimmerillion.
I am aware during the whole time, if that matters.
yeah, you can be aware that they're dreams. That's fine.
As in, I'm aware that, of what's going around me. It doesn't actually conk out.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the dreams just come as visions to you that are unsettling. They are of the same visions and things that you saw when you touched the idol. It just leads you to be. It's not going to cause you to not get your full rest or anything, but it's unsettling to say the least. It doesn't. I'll leave it to you to decide if it causes any like harm to your psyche or not. But it's just something like I hope this isn't permanent.
With what he's gone through to get to where he is,
Yeah.
probably not as much as you'd think.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Scrap. Let me do something real quick here.
Everybody gets one.
Scrap. Why don't you take this? This is gonna be the roll of doom here. You're going to do a public roll for everybody. This is going to be
you've been
perception. Real quick. This is an important roll.
It's a what?
This is a very important role.
Is that the mascot of the Dragon's Concord?
Yeah,
now? We have
this
the gaping skull roll.
Yeah, we need to paint it like a nice skull white or something like that. But I think it's this is gonna be. We're gonna use this for public roles when there's a momentous role that needs to be adjudicated here.
Perception. Oh, let's go. That's a 19.
Okay, interesting, because the number you needed to beat was a 19.
Oh,
So
What a weird DC.
well, because it was an opposed check.
oh.
And so I think tie in this case goes to the person trying to perceive things.
Mhm.
So, in the middle of the night, you feel barely a tug on your foot, and it jerks you awake. You look up in time to see that Snark has undone the knot around your foot. He was trying to use his very utmost delicacy to not wake you as he did it.
Mhm.
He got very close, but just by pulling that last little bit of rope from underneath your ankle woke you up. Marius is already starting to head out the door, and Snark seems to be about ready to follow him. Yes.
I was planning on staying with them to keep an eye on those two because I don't sleep. That was just
Yeah,
keeping an
that's
eye on
true,
them.
and you're aware.
I figured I was going to be outside of the room.
Yeah, I'd say that they waited for a moment, that they thought maybe you were just kind of like in your deepest, maybe distracted by those dreams or something, but they probably couldn't. They probably couldn't completely. So the roll happened anyway. We'll say you wake up.
I'm outside of the room,
Sure, that's fine.
so I'm looking at the door.
Yeah. Well, okay. How about this?
But
We'll say there's a window in the room, and he was about to go out the window instead.
it's fine.
Fair.
I am there if need
Yeah.
be.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll be like, guys, we got runners. Mark 2, grab him. Grab Snark.
Okay. Have Mark 2 make a unarmed attack roll against. We're gonna have Scrimp roll athletics. Just do this as a grapple.
Okay. You said attack roll.
Attack roll, and you have to beat. You just have to beat a 6.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If it's possible to concuss Marius a second time, I'm all over that.
We'll say you guys wake up in probably after the shout. You guys are gonna wake up the next round, basically. 25. Yeah. So Mark 2 just flies in the mode or whatever, and just like I think this is a big one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just grabs him by like the nape of the neck and
By
just,
the head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
Claw
he's just
machine.
like trying to run, but he's like little legs are like off the ground now.
And then I guess I'm going to try to tackle Marius.
Tackle Marius. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead and same thing. On an attack roll versus athletics.
Okay, that's not going to be as great.
You're trying to beat 11.
Oh, sweet. 15.
Okay. All right. So you grab him, probably just around do a little like grab around the
Neck.
Well, probably around the torso, kind of just
Yeah.
like, try to get him a body hug sort of thing.
Good luck operating without oxygen.
I'll channel you somehow.
Pick him up like the
You're not
fucking
trying
Terminator.
You're trying to choke him out. Although maybe Grim will later.
Where
but-
you going?
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. And they're just like, oh, gotta go out. We're having fun tonight. It's our night to have a drinking party. Come on, let go of me.
Guys, can you come in here and do that thing with the thing?
Alternate option. Let's go drinking with them.
You're just standing there?
Can I get in there?
You have it under
you come in
control.
now.
Why?
What? Because we're trying to keep him from going in? Oh, we're going to follow
Why?
him? Because I just want to go sleep.
I'm just so tired, man.
So tired.
I walk up behind one of them, whoever he's not actively like choking out.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tie my this little rope to their belt loop and go.
He untied it. Like he knows that we're watching him. So like either way, we gotta let him go, but we gotta watch him, I guess.
I can watch them.
No, we got it. Let's do it.
Fuck it.
All right, let him go.
Back to old reliable.
It's just a 4 loco.
Let's do this.
I choose a 4 loco and a 5-hour energy to enter the forbidden hour of the day.
We're drinking one, snorting the other.
That's real goblin mode.
So just to remind you guys, I think we've forgotten to do it here in the last couple of rolls. But because you guys are exhausted, you have disadvantage from now on. On all ability checks.
How many hours were we out for?
Can't be more. It was like midnight, so it can't be more than like 2 or 3 hours.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
I'm gonna telepathy us again.
Okay.
Hear my thoughts for 6 hours.
Oh, no.
Burn.
I'm tired and a little drunk. Any futile.
So you guys let them head out to their shenanigans, but you're leading. They're on a tether, right?
Yeah, we're
basically.
following.
Yeah, and you're following along behind them. They don't seem to pay you guys too much mind. In fact, if anything, Marius just
I'll
kinda,
take the Marius's tether.
Okay.
Nothing else. I can yo-yo that guy.
Fair.
If nothing else, they
Scorpion
just kind of. Marius is just like treats you guys like you're part of the pack now. It's like he's like, come on, yeah, we're gonna go have a good time. It's our night to go out and have fun. Come on.
Cast detect magic.
Yeah.
It'll take me time.
I can do it straight up right now.
Anyone who doesn't mind spending a spell slot.
I have but one left.
I can do it.
That's why I looked up the other 3 casters or the other 2.
Oh, I keep forgetting I'm magic.
Yeah. So I cast
Cast detect magic. They have the aura of enchantment about them for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, they're enchanted, all right.
I can try and break that out of them once we know where they're going. Once we know where they're going, at least.
Curious. They're not going out drinking.
Yeah. So they head directly from your house through the neighborhood that you live in to the Mages College. Mm-hmm. They go into the Mages College and they start heading towards Doomkeep. They get to a spot about roughly 50 yards away from Doomkeep in a little, just a little park that's over by the between it and the College of, I believe it's Abjuration on the other side. They kind of wing each other. And Marius just stands underneath a tree, the single little pine tree that's just in that little area. Just sort of sits there and waits and goes, all right, let's wait here. They always show up just in time, and then we'll head back out to North Bend. And Snark is like, yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to see all my friends at Yara. I can't wait to see Yara. Oh, man. And they just kind of sit there for a while.
Can you
About
detect magic?
All right, so you're preparing ritual cast of detect magic.
Since we have a moment to sit there, I'll start
Yeah.
setting all my.
Yeah,
Well, I can detect magic too.
Saves a spell slot.
I forgot that I have that spell.
This tree.
Mm-hmm.
Something ain't right.
I don't know how your spell slots are looking, so.
I'm a sorcerer. I have plenty of slots. I just don't know a lot of spells. So.
Fair.
Make an insight check if you'd like.
I actually haven't had the only spell I
Have
cast was
Yeah.
Shadow Blade.
Doesn't matter. 19.
19. The thing about the tree is it's the single only tree in this like little corner of the park. It seems to be just like a marker for people to like. It'd be very easy for you to imagine for someone to say, "Hey, let's meet up tomorrow by that one tree in the park," you know, and they'd know exactly what you're talking about.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, about 10 minutes later, you finish your casting of detect magic. About 5 minutes later after that, you get a ping once again, not just of the enchanted two pair, but you're looking up, and sure enough, from the sky, you see what's the range on detect magic in 60?
60 feet.
Or is it just in visual?
Oh, 60 feet.
60.
About 60 feet away, it's the edge of your consciousness. You look up, you see this floating mist coming down from Doomkeep, coming down from the tower. Floats down, lands roughly on the ground, but kind of floating just above it, at the tree, just in front of Marius. And a few seconds later, the mist coalesces whoosh, back into the form of Luca. And he stands there and says,
I think I hailed her hand.
Luca says, my friends, we're going out tonight again, aren't we? And Mary says, yes, I can't wait. Where's the others? And they say, oh, they're coming. And look back up. Another mist is starting to come down now at this point. You can see way up on the tower, probably about maybe 120 feet up or something like that. This mist just barely coming down from the tower, just tiny little puff of smoke coming down towards you. And you also, Gaius, your visual perception is enhanced by +5 to your already impressive 18 passive perception, right?
Because I roll with advantage
Yeah.
and have the +5 from classes.
Yeah. So I think
23.
you would spot just the tiniest little dot of a person, a silhouette up there, hanging on for dear life to the outside of a window, in white garb, or maybe whitish brown, like maybe a tan kind of brownish color garb. They're all wearing, by the way, when they get hit the ground, they're wearing their robes, but they also have like a pair of pants that they start putting on the trousers, basically.
Is that part of the magic? They just get free pants?
I think so.
Zara comes next, poofs down to the ground, and then that little speck of white that you saw up there doesn't turn into mist, but actually just jumps off the tower and begins to free feather fall down to the ground slowly.
I'm going to point out the guy.
Yeah.
If it looked like he was going to fall, it's going to get one of the people who have more than a 10 strength to go catch him.
Yep.
This is coming off of the Doomkeep?
Yep. And the person feather falling down, you can see as they get closer and closer, it's Yara. She's instead of gaseous form, she's just feather falling down to the ground.
Oh.
She gets down to the ground and says, I can't wait. Let's go have fun again. And the rest of them go, yeah, come on, let's head to North Bend. I know the perfect bar. And
Same enchantment on all of them?
By the way, before the night's festivities, I'm going to kneel down to you, put my hand on your shoulder. You are destined for great things.
I don't know about that.
Also, if you disappoint your family, I'll pull your teeth out.
Nah, I don't think they'll do that. I think they're going to pull my own teeth out.
Fuck.
Oh, you don't know my mile away. I think she's going to do it herself. She seems sweet, but that's because you're guests.
She'll fucking kill me.
But at that moment, now that the 5 of them have come together as a group, they just they link arms together, kind of in a cheery way, and just start heading out towards North Bend, heading out to the bars, and it's this is not like the weekend. This is like a kind of a work night. There's not that many people out and about right now, but they just start heading out into the North Bend area.
As we're going?
Yep.
I know we're all tired, but you're doing a great job, and you're all fantastic heroes and fantastic adventurers. Enjoy that +10 hit points, temporary hit points.
Yep.
It's 11 now.
11 temporary hit points. And I'm tired. I can't think straight.
And as they make their way out of the gate of the college and into the bright lights of the taverns that are still open in this seedy part of town, where you know that at any moment some sort of vicious monster could rip your head off and behead you at any moment, we'll end there for tonight.
No.
I feel called out. I'm being good.
Arson Man.
The Adventures of Arson Man.